Hello viewers, well after my Outrun video the other day, and many of you seem to enjoy it, I thought I'd do the full 15 course mode, see how we get on with this one. Go for my risky ride music. We're going to be driving the Ferrari F40 now, a bit more difficult to control than the one the other day. Back end likes to come out, harder in the slide, but it is a quicker car. Lovely, colourful, smooth graphics. Does still take a bit of time getting used to the sensitivity of the stick. You've got to love the speed though. Handles out nicely. There's only one way to go actually, so I'm making a mistake there, looking at the wrong thing. I'm looking at the map in the top left corner rather than the car in front of me. A lot of traffic here on the bridge. You can actually drive that, but I'm not going to because of the amount of traffic. Do a comfortable slide. Concentrating more on the other car than my driving there. Past that dude. Now obviously it doesn't matter whether I go left or right this time, it's the same difficulty doing every section. And some of this of course you'll recognise off my video the other day. I'm trying to concentrate a little bit harder this time because it's such a long course. I want to minimise the amount of errors. There will be quite a few errors later on some of the sections I really don't remember at all. Just follow the rivals. I can't remember this section at all. Had to avoid that van there. Take averting action to avoid it. A lot of traffic on these sections. This forest bit again, I dislike this forest bit so much. Ah. Does seem to be more traffic this time than when I did it before. Nevertheless, sections out of the way, thankfully. A lot more difficult sections to come. Past the old Enzo there. Bit of girlfriend love as well, she likes that. This is a very tricky section. Ah! Okay, it's a lot more difficult than it looks with the sensitivity of the stick sometimes, you know, you... Ah! Unlucky there, just didn't quite get into the slides I'd like. I got that section slightly wrong, lost a lot of time, but still going. Let's follow the rival. 2 rivals ahead. Not quite quick enough to beat the rivals there. And you do lose quite a lot of time when you bump into another car, you know, it practically puts you at a standstill. Power sliding up the hill. Certainly is a roller coaster ride. Oh man, I used to love the arcade game though, I tell you, wow, back in the day. If you ever played the old arcade games, or the original back when it was first shown, actually I found it incredibly intimidating. I was a lot younger then, and it was so fast. You used to have a big arcade machine with loads of people around it, and then of course there was Hang On as well. In fact, when Hang On came out, I was so young I couldn't even steer the bike. I had a full-size bike in the arcade. I had to have a little bit of help from my dad steering the back of the bike. Of course, back then though, arcades, you know, they were amazing. It's not like today where you have improved technology at home. You know, the arcades blew home systems away. You know, it was an incredible experience going to the arcade back then, and it was the only place where you got to play other people, you know, that you didn't know, sort of thing. You know, it was a wonderful place to be. Turn up every weekend, find the best players in your local area. And of course that doesn't mean they weren't just as skilled as the people online. Some of the arcade players were immense back in the day. Immense. They would literally be at the arcade machines for hours, and that was mainly because you know, putting money in. You know, you go to an arcade, you go there with 10p a go, you go there with a handful and you want it to last you. Oh, there's another section I don't know very well. Very tricky through that reasonably cleanly. A lot of traffic ahead though. Wow. Don't like this. Ah, I was always going to go bad there. Just hit that inside barrier and it threw me out trying to avoid the traffic. Just trying to avoid these lorries. Okay, we're through. Lost a lot of time on the rival there, unfortunately. Probably a good 5-6 seconds. Don't think we'll take him before the next checkpoint, which is a shame. Couldn't get the car in enough there, but could have come seriously a cropper there, but tricky sections here over and over. Through another section close to that rival. Again, we've got a bit of traffic ahead here, so it's a bit dodgy. Nice. A lot harder to steer around some of these corners than it looks, just because, again, you, like I say, you have to be so sensitive with the analog stick. Slightly misread the road there. That's the end of another one. And there's my love. Give me my loving. And we did this section the other day. I'm off me a little quicker than I was expecting there. Sometimes it's almost mesmerising, in fact. See the old F40 going out a bit wide there. Getting past another rival, so we're getting some good points there. There is always that clock counting down that you've got to be aware of. Amazing speed through some of these sections. Unable to keep the rival there. That little bit of dirt, you see, you get on it and it really slows your slide down, but you've got to keep in that slide because the car just won't turn a corner like that. It's better to try and keep it as clean as possible. That's not off-putting at all, is it? That's, I don't like this section. It's got some nasty barriers in the middle of the road and stuff. Hit the other car there and that done me badly. Lost a lot of time there, good 10-15 seconds. Car didn't slide. We missed both rivals that time, not a good section at all there. Again, all that needs a bit of practice really. A lot of traffic. No idea how I'm going to get around this lot. Certainly need a bit more practice in this tight section. And alas, unable to beat that final rival as well. But 15 sections, those last 2 sections I needed a bit of practice at. Altogether a solid run at least, and that gives you guys a little indication on the game there as well. Of course, the end sequence there. Yeah! What did you think? Ah, happiness is a Ferrari. And there you go, there's the map. So that's that all done. All sections, lovely. Lovely. Bit of goal action.
Best outrunners.
It's just there you go, I haven't even bothered doing it before. There you go, I've never even put my name on it. So that was my first time doing it. So why not do it on camera? Lovely. So that's the full sort of outrun distance.